A 13-year-old is charged with first-degree murder. He is accused of shooting a Susquehanna Township high school senior.
Our Sarah Wilson has been following this story. She spoke with the district attorney and joins us live outside of the Susquehanna Township Police Department. Sarah.
Alicia, Valerie, good evening. Just a heartbreaking situation all around. An 18-year-old senior just days away from graduation, shot and killed. This alleged shooter, a 13-year-old boy who has been charged with his murder and is now locked up in the Dauphin County Prison. Unconscious in the basement laundry room. That's how police say they found 18-year-old Tyron Perrin Tuesday night at Whisperwood Apartments off 36th Street in Susquehanna Township. Perrin allegedly murdered just hours beforehand.
The body was not initially discovered.
The suspect, 13-year-old Zaki Talib Davis of Harrisburg.
Based on the evidence we had, it appears that a 13-year-old was armed himself.
According to the affidavit, Talib Davis walked inside the apartment building with Perrin. Shortly after, neighbors heard what they described as a single muffled gunshot.
There's no direct eyewitness to it.
But there are cameras and neighbors who say they heard something.
Do we know what went up to this?
I don't want to speculate on the cause. I mean, the particulars are still being investigated.
Talib Davis, now charged as an adult with first-degree murder and a felony firearm offense. He's being held at the Dauphin County Prison. That could change.
A judge will review this and determine the proper place for his confinement.
But there's no chance of bail.
It remains to be seen what motions will follow.
The DA says Perrin and Talib Davis weren't strangers, but wouldn't say if they were friends. Talib Davis, a former student at Capitol Academy, who the DA says was expelled. Perrin, a high school senior and football player at Susquehanna Township, who was set to graduate Friday, the same day as his autopsy. His mom now set to accept his diploma on his behalf. And earlier this morning, the Susquehanna Township School District released an official statement on the death of Perrin, sending their condolences to the family and friends and writing that the community is deeply affected by this loss. Now, look, there are still so many unknowns with this case, including whose apartment this was. The DA says it may not have been the victims or the suspects. As for the firearm, that handgun, it's still unclear who that was registered to, who owned it, or how this 13-year-old boy allegedly got it. Live in Dauphin County, Sarah Wilson, ABC 27 News.
Just tragic all around. All right, Sarah, thanks for all that info.